Joseph had now been in prison in the land of Egypt for more than 2 years. But one day Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, had 2 strange dreams. In the first dream, he was standing by the river Nile, and he saw some cows coming out of it, 7 of them, fat and attractive. They started feeding by the river bank. Then 7 other cows came out of the river, ugly, thin ones, and the thin cows ate up the fat ones. In the second dream, Pharaoh saw some corn growing. There were 7 ears of corn on one stalk, good and fat. Then 7 thin ears of corn appeared and swallowed up the fat ones. In the morning, Pharaoh was troubled and called all his wise men to see if they could tell him what the dreams meant. But none of them could. Then Pharaoh's chief cupbearer remembered Joseph. "I was in prison with a man who could tell the meaning of dreams," he said. So Pharaoh sent for Joseph. Joseph put on new clothes and came in before the king. He told him that God could reveal the meaning of his dreams, so Pharaoh told him what he had seen. "The 7 good cows and the 7 good ears of corn mean the same thing," Joseph said. "There will be 7 years where there is plenty of food in the land. But the 7 ugly cows and the 7 bad ears of corn mean that there will be 7 years of famine. There won't be enough for people to eat." Joseph told Pharaoh what he needed to do. "You need to appoint a man to gather up some of the food in the good years and store it away, ready to eat in the years of famine." Pharaoh thought this a very good idea, so he appointed Joseph to do this job. He made Joseph the most important man in Egypt, apart from Pharaoh himself. He put a ring on Joseph, gave him fine clothes to wear, and put a gold chain round his neck. He also gave him a chariot to ride in, and people bowed down before him. Joseph also got married to a woman named Asenath. He did what he had said should be done. He stored up food during the 7 years of plenty, ready for the coming famine. Before the famine came, he had 2 sons. The firstborn was called Manasseh, and the second one was called Ephraim. Then the famine came, not just in Egypt, but in other lands too, and everyone came to Joseph to buy food. This story shows us again that God knows everything that will happen. He can reveal what will come in the future. And it shows us that God plans everything. He had planned for Joseph to be in Egypt, so that he could save people from the famine. And the story points ahead to Jesus. Like Joseph, he suffered much, even dying on a cross. But then he was raised up, and he is the ruler of everything.